Hello, 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 everyone. I'm Tech, and this is the Tech Show, a show where we talk about what I'm up to, the movies, shows, and anime that we're watching, and the games that we've been playing. Special greetings to all the tech supporters there, those are people who subscribe, follow me online, or and just spend time with me here. Um, well, let's see. I'm here. You're here. Let's get started. I have my notes. Let me see. We've reached 230 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is nearly one fourth of my current goal, which is 1,000. So that's actually really exciting, especially since I haven't even started doing the movie reactions again, which was what I originally started this channel to do. But the editing was getting kind of wild. But now I'm getting better at editing, so now it should be a lot easier for me. I was gonna do like television shows too, but I think I'm gonna wait until um later for that because it's just like a big time commitment of like watching like the episode and then doing that like once a week like most people do. If anything, I think I'm just going to do one movie every 2 weeks or one movie every week, depending on how the next week goes, because I'm gonna try to do that for next week and watch a movie and do that. I still don't know which movie I want going to watch. If you all want to give me a suggestion, just put it in the comments of what movie you'd like to um we like to watch here, and we'll do that. Eventually, that will move over to the Patreon, where it'll be like you all will be able to vote. Like I'll pick some movies out, and then you all can vote for them over on the Patreon. Um, and then we can make that happen. Let's see. My fitness is going well. I've been using the Heavy app, and I love this app, y'all. It's so good. So much so that I actually got the premium version for it. I bought the lifetime one. I was thinking like I didn't really know what the things are, but I just like the app so much I want to like financially support it, like when you like something just like, gosh, this is really good and I want to use it and I don't want it to go away. So let me back it with a little bit of coin. So I did that, and I don't know. I've just really enjoyed it. I like the way you can create the workouts, follow them. I like the way it syncs with my watch perfectly, so that way I can move through my workouts really well, make adjustments, make notes in the workout of like, this was a little heavy. I'm gonna go up or down. So I really enjoy the app so much that I was like, okay, let me go ahead and like show my support for it as well. And then I talk about all the time over on Blue Sky. I'm always talking about um, heavy, or like sharing yeah, you can share like images of it with the workout you did. So I'm always doing that as well. And yeah, I think it's a really great app. If you're into fitness and going to the gym, it's really good for weightlifting. For the cardio portion, it kind of is good. I haven't really used it that much for cardio. I'd rather just do my watch, just be like, I am doing stair climber, or I'm doing a walk on the treadmill on incline. So I'd rather just use my watch for that than create a heavy workout for it. But I might try heavy with cardio and see how it works and see if I like it more, but we'll see. All right, let's talk about some movies that I watched. Wait, let's talk about the movie I watched. I love the magic of cinema, y'all. There's something about going to a movie theater that makes me feel alive. So, spoiler warnings for the movie, of course, because I'm gonna just talk about it. I might not go into great detail, but I don't want you to get spoiled by like what we do talk about. Um, let's see. Yes. I went to go see Snow White, and so much so, like I even got like the cup for it. Like I like it a lot. Mm. It comes with like a cute little pin too. It was a lovely movie. I really enjoyed it. I know there's a lot of like backlash from like several choices that the movie made, but I'm not. I'll touch on that, but I won't like. I'm not gonna go big into it. I can see three free movies a week. So if you're in the wheelhouse of like, I'm not gonna go see, I don't want to support it. Um, Feel free to do that. Like I said, like I pay AMC like for like three movies free for a week. So that's why when you think like, oh, like he watches a lot of movies. I'm like, yeah, that's because like if I skip a week, I kind of lose that money. Um, I think first I'll talk about Gal Gadot, because I think that's where a lot of like the stuff is going around when people talk about it online, is her and her in that role, especially where I get the criticisms are very legit, especially like when it comes to like the social part of that. Um, I think aesthetically she's perfect for the role, but there are only like 2 scenes in the movie where she like really like I'm watching and like, okay, she kind of like hit the mark with that one. It was and for those of you who've already seen it or are going to see it, you'll probably be able to be like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Um the scene, the dining room scene, and then the scene where she actually calls uh for Snow White's heart. Like I think she did a good job in those scenes. The musical aspect, y'all, it wasn't it. And not even like entirely her fault. The villain's theme for Snow White was just not good. For like a Disney villain, it did not hit, y'all. It was just not great. I don't know if like if you all seen like Hunchback of Notre Dame, like Hellfire, it was no Hellfire. Like let's just say that. It was no Hellfire. Um I don't know, it just felt a little goofy compared to like it felt goofy. That's what it felt like. And it's like, oh, like we're talking about like one of the Disney villains that wants to rip a little girl's heart out. Like, can we show that in the song? And the song is like just the song tries to be a fun song, and I'm just like, no, like we already had a like my favorite song in the movie has to be Princess Problems, and like it's like we already had a fun song, and it's good. The Princess Problems is actually really funny, and I like the female lead and the male lead for the movie did a really good job of it. It was great. It was great. It's something that it was memorable too. I was like, oh, like I really like Princess Problems. Um, Overall, though, I think the movie was all right. I would give it like a 6 out of 10. Like music was all right. Like I said, I don't know. I think like if you're gonna have a Disney villain, especially like one of the main ones, you got to give them like a banger of a theme, and that just did not happen. The dwarves, even though they looked like ugh, I I kind of forgot about it after like watching for a second. Um, I just think that that could have been jobs for people, not for I don't know. There was a lot of backlash about that as well, where it's like, oh, like why didn't you just hire little people to play them? And it's like I don't know. They kind of came back. I forgot who spoke on it. I think it was like Peter Dinklage. I wanted to say, and he kind of like set them up for like not getting a job. Where it's like in Hollywood, that's kind of important. Where it's like, yeah, it's a typecast, but it's a typecast that people are dependent on because they're not getting casted for other roles. It's like and then you go and it's like you've already benefited from that, and now that you benefit it, you say something that stops other people from being like, hey, this could have been my breakout role. And it's like, oh, but now they're instead of hiring little people, they're gonna create CGI people. Like it's like, oh, okay, like that could have been like, what is it, the Seven Dwarves? Yeah, that could have been like 7 breakout roles for somebody, and now it's just not. I don't know, it's just really odd. And it's like, okay, it's hard to speak on too because like I'm not a little person. Like I can't like say like, oh, I'm offended or I'm not offended. I can just say like the fact of the matter is people could have been hired and that could have been a job for somebody who did want it. And it is what it is though. Mm, I love winding down with some good TV, and I especially like talking about shows with you all. Let's get into what we've been watching. Spoiler warnings again for the shows that we talk. I usually put it up somewhere of what we're talking about, so and I put the marks on the bottom too, in the right before the comments and the details. I'll put like marks of the shows we're talking about. Okay, let's get into RuPaul's Drag Race first. I'm 3 episodes behind on talking about it because when I got back last episode of the Tech Show, I was a week behind and did a catch up, and so now it's like now I have like 3 weeks to catch up on before this next episode this Thursday comes out. So episode we talked about last was 9. Episode 10 is the villain roast. They brought back the splash tank for a little bit, which I thought was funny. It's like you got to get your money's worth for that one. Not really a big whoop for that. Whitney Cummings is on there, and I'm a big fan of Whitney Cummings, so I like to see her on there. And it was really good because it was kind of like a roast thing, and I was like, okay, it's a good thing that they got a comedian and a comedian I liked, so that's cool. Um, so Lexi so when the challenge happens, one of the queens has to pick the roles for people, and Lexi gets mad for getting what she wanted, and Ariete gets so mad that she steals the joke from her apparent friend, and she steals her jokes for the competition. which I think was wild. And we'll talk more. I think we're going to talk about more about Arietti once I get to the next episode. I'm going to breeze through this one though, because I mean, we all know who did well, we all know who didn't, and Arietti ended up going home, which I think is appropriate because I don't know. I just felt like that was like the sportsmanship on there was just not there for that. Where it's like okay, like even I don't know, like you could have talked that out, but you got like really salty really quick, and let's with that let's roll into like episode 11, the Ross Matthews versus the Ducks. Um, so Ariadne leaves from last episode and leaves the meanest message for Anya about stuff that she's confided. Apparently, like it's about her breath and like well, Anya apparently has like an issue. I don't know what's a tooth and mouth, but I forget like exactly what it was. But where like Anya kind of has like bad breath, so it's like okay, she told you all that, and then you brought it up like on the mirror, where it's like that's like your mirror message should be something that you're gonna be remembered for in that room, and it's like, "That's what you want? That's what you want?" Like, if you're gonna have a screenshot of everyone's mirror message, that's the one that you want to be like, this is Arietti." Like, okay. But I mean, I think she had already been very salty on the way out, and maybe I think I think it was Sam Star, maybe that's it. Like, I don't know, she thought she was being funny. Like, I think maybe that's what it was, but I think she was already kind of like bitter at that point. And I think on her way out, she says like, "Oh, I think I'm leaving kind of mad." I'm like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, you can tell from that message. It's oof." Let's see. Let's talk about Lydia. Yes. So was it? Yeah, Lydia was when they're doing the acting parts of this. Lydia was like crying, but uh and who was it? It was Ross is like trying to like give direction. And this is the thing about like this show is that they always like kind of like not feed you the answer, but they feed you how to improve or what they're looking for. And Ross was giving Lydia like that guidance, but Lydia didn't take it. And even like when it was like, "Yo, here's what you should do," Lydia kind of tried, but then like like I don't know how I don't know like what the edit of how many times, but once it came down to it, they're like Ross was like, "Are you sure you're good to go?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm like, that was kind of the hint that like you should keep trying again, because other people took many takes, and even though that seemed like it could have been really unnerving, at least it showed like the effort to get it right. Where it's like, "Oh no, I give up." Like it's like, ugh. And I don't know if give up is the right word to use. I don't know what the mentality was during that, but it kind of feels like that from the outside, especially when you're like judging it and being like, you could have kept on going compared to like your competition over here who did keep on going. So when it came to like the actual roast, Onion Nerve was so funny. Um, Onion Nerve is like probably my favorite queen of the season, followed very closely behind by Sam Star. I mean, Sam Star is just so polished. It's ridiculous. And Anya is like so talented and polished. And it's just like, golly, this is I wouldn't be surprised if they like it comes down to like them two and somebody else. Like it like them two, I would be surprised if they don't make it to the end. Um I mean, it kind of really already is like getting towards the end because like Sam was on the bottom this time, and it's kind of like, oh, there's not really a lot of people who can be on the bottom anymore. Lydia ends up being on the bottom next to Lana. I think I talked about Lana a couple of times where it's like Lana's kind of been on the bottom a lot. They do their lip sync, and Lydia tries to like cut the dress during the lip sync. It's a choice, and it didn't work out. And the one thing about Lana that I think everyone knows is that Lana's lip sync game is so strong, and you do not want to go up against Lana. And um, I mean, besides it being a talent thing, like that scissor thing definitely like was a nail in the coffin for Lydia. Um, I think when it comes to Lana, I think like the only way Lana's gonna at this point in this competition when I'm watching, like Lana's on the bottom a lot, but Lana is just like a lip sync monster. If they, I don't see Lana you losing a lip sync unless it's like RuPaul knows like, okay, it's time for you to go. No matter how well you do here, you've been on the bottom too much. Which, I mean, let's go on to the next episode, right? Okay. Um, so 12 happens. It's the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues. Lexi Love does like this fill out the blank challenge. Well, they all do this fill out the blank challenge, and Lexi Love kind of bombs it, which I think is funny because it bombs it in like a way where like, oh come on, like how? Like it's I don't know. I think ad libs are can be really fun. I don't know. See, I always say like I don't know if I'd be any good at that. either though. Those can be hard. Um, so Lexi gets with Anya for this one as a pair, and yeah, this is like a match made in heaven. They do so well together, and Lexi Love kills the dancing part, like the most entertaining one by far. Right, like followed right by Anya, and they're in the team together, so that like that works out perfect. Um, so Sam and Lana are together, and this is like what I was talking about before in the last episode. Um, that Lana's only gonna go home in a competition if because like I don't think anyone could have like out lip sync her. But Sam, gosh, like this is by far like the best lip sync so far. Like they both are just like on it, and it's so fun to watch. Of course, Lana goes home because, like I said, like it's like okay, like you're on the bottom, especially like when you're up when you're compared to Sam Star, who has had wins and looks amazing and just has like everything that you think is going to take them to the end of this competition. So Landa ends up going home. So that's like, oh gosh, like I like Lana a lot too, and I'm probably gonna follow Lana on socials and see like what else they do because I want to see. Um, yeah, but yeah, that lip sync battle was so good. Like they both like death drop at one point. They both death drop, and then at the same time, and it's just like God, everyone's gagged, and I'm just like, okay, I really really get it. It's really cool. Uh, yeah, I'm actually gonna be happy when this show is over because I'm not a it takes a lot to talk about something where it's like I have no I don't like have like a dog in the fight. Like I don't know nothing about drag except for like watching it, and I enjoy all kinds of drag. I think I've talked about this before too. But you're gonna hear me repeat myself a lot on certain points. This point is like I can I can go to like a hole in the wall where someone just has a wig on and is putting on the makeup for the first time and still enjoy myself and still enjoy the show. Um, I do appreciate a polished performance, but like I can enjoy any kind of drag is art form, especially like in person. So it's hard for me to be like, well, I don't know how good this is compared to like something else because I enjoy them. I could enjoy something really really well and really really like not polished and new at the same level. I could have the same level of enjoyment, but I of course I understand which could be perceived as being better. And you know, perception is a huge thing when it comes to a competition. Let's talk about Severance. I finally caught up on Severance, y'all. I know in the past episodes I probably haven't talked about it, or maybe I did because I had the thing here. Anyways, um, yes, what a roller coaster. I've loved the show so far. I think what season is this? Is this season two? All right, so season two has been amazing so far. There's some weird parts, but I mean, there's some weird parts to this show. We find out the big reveal, being that the main character's wife is basically like what the company is like building is like um are building severed versions of her, so different what do they call the personalities, but basically doing like the different severed versions of her, and that's what they're building when they're dragging dropping those numbers and stuff. So the whole thing is like, oh, they're almost done, and they're gonna kick her after they're done. So it's like you know the stakes finally get shown of like here's what's at stake. By the way, it's like oh shoot, and it happens like right at the very end of like okay, so either I help or we're all gonna be you know put out to pasture. Um, Gosh, but it's so good, and then the ending is such a gag. Spoiler alerts, of course. I mean, I already did my spoiler alerts for this, but yeah, Mark ends up running away with Helly, which is oh wild because like they're running away back into the severed floor. So it's like, what's the what was the thinking there? I don't think it was a rational decision, but it's a romantic one, that's for sure. It's like, oh yeah, there you all go off. Um, I can't wait till the next season though, because that cliffhanger is so good. Like I don't know how it's gonna happen. Um, but gosh, Severance is a great show and it continues to be great. There's been news about stuff happening in Apple TV with money issues. So I don't know how they're gonna continue, but I hope it does because I do not wanna miss like more of this story. I need more of this story. Okay. I don't think I've talked about anime on the tech show yet. On my show, on this show yet. Um, but this is a great one to start off on. Solo Leveling season three. I'm caught up and golly, like when I was watching that season finale, I went on Blue Sky and I was like, I'm watching anime history. I was it was yeah, it was so good. Um, it was everything I needed it to be. The the fight scenes were great. The music's always a banger on there, but the art is just beautiful. I would say like it's right up there, like maybe like right underneath, but right up there with what's it called? Swords and Magic. Demon Slayer. It's right up there with like Demon Slayer almost. Almost. Demon Slayer's art is just that's next level. But gosh, it was so good. The animation was amazing. I, I I'm I just need more of it. So much so that um after I saw it when I went to go watch Snow White, I always spend some time in the mall because my theater is in the mall. I always spend some time in the mall doing things, and I went to Barnes and Noble when I was looking at the manga. It's all in color though. I don't know if I want my manga to be in color, and I don't know if that's a thing for the manga for level solo leveling. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it somewhere else that where it's not in color. But I haven't even asked the question like, is solo leveling manga in color? And that's like its thing. Um, so we'll see. I think I might want to get it though because I want to read ahead. I want to read ahead. Oh my gosh, y'all! I did like the full recording for my last video without even mentioning um, White Lotus. What episode am I on White Lotus? I need. It's on Max, right? Ooh. We're on episode 6 of White Lotus, and gosh, this show is just season 1 and 2 were great. Season 3's been really, really good. Um, the story with the brothers is just like eating up the internet, like Blue Sky, and I've been memeing, y'all. I've been doing all the memes. They're so much fun. Everyone who's watching it is like the community's pretty good. I will say there are some spoilers out there, so it's also like ugh, but it's great. It's so good. Um, I have like a kind of a theory of what's gonna happen. So I think like okay, yes, I think Saxon is gonna get his dad's gun and hurt his brother, or kill his brother. I think Saxon might go crazy, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Like that's just a theory, and oh goodness, the great thing about this show is that it's so like wild. Like you really don't know what could happen next, and I'm just excited for the next episode to see. Um, what was gonna happen because so far it's hilarious, like, it's so funny and so over the top. It's great. Oh gosh. But yeah, let me know, what if you all have any theories of what's gonna be happening, in the next episode, put them in the comments because like, I love reading about it, I love talking about it. It's great, it's good TV. Okay, well, that's everything you all that we've, been doing. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If just a quick reminder that I do have a Patreon over on there. Once we start doing like kicking off things will show up on there first, and then they'll show up here on YouTube, and then clips will go out to like TikTok and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, the Patreon's gonna be where things show up first, especially when it comes to like the movie watching. That will be like the full uncut, unedited version of it will go on there first, and then I'll edit it and then I'll put it on YouTube so that way we can watch it together. But then you can watch the full length thing with me over on Patreon. And that will be like what members get for like subscribing via Patreon. Mm, okay. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye, bye, bye.